Hey Wise Owls, how's it going? Carla here, back with another video, and today I'm talking about the Zoom H6n recorder. I use this out on the field for all my shoots, and I want to show you some of the features that make this one of the best recorders on the market. So for starters, there are a lot of Zoom recorders available out there and voice recorders as a whole. I've used the H4n as well as the H5 Zoom recorder, and though those recorders have been really handy for me, I found it a little bit difficult to be able to change the levels right when I was out on the field, or to be able to hear any playback to really see if I was capturing anything really good or if there was anything off about my frequencies or levels. And I couldn't always do that with those recorders. You literally would have to hit a button on the side to go up or down to adjust. But with this H6n recorder, there are some really great features that take this up to another level. So for starters, I'm already recording on this, so I'm going to show you guys the difference between using just a shotgun microphone on your camera versus using a recorder. And I use the recorder for everything that I do for my videos as well. I don't always use a lavalier mic, but I'll be showing you guys also today how you patch that into this recorder and how this can do a lot of different things with field recording. So right off the bat, you can see that this model has a lot of differences from its predecessors. This records up to 6 channels. It's got 4 inputs on the side that take TRS or XLR cables. And they technically say 6 because it also has this top microphone adapter that does left and right audio. And it actually has a very slight little twist that you can do on them to also rotate the angle from 90 to 120. This actually works really well, and I'll show you guys right now. If you're standing right here and you're doing an interview with someone, and let's just say you have this and you don't have a hand mic, this will work just as good because not only can you monitor the levels, but now you also can have different isolated audio of the two individuals. So now I'm going to go to this side. So now you guys can also hear that as well. So you can adjust the levels very easily by using these knobs. And the great part too is that you can do it with all 4 channels as it's going simultaneously. So you can control the volume from the side. This is also where you have the power button that you just hold down, just like all the other Zoom recorder models. And this is also where you put in the SD card. So a lot of the features haven't actually changed too much. So if you're someone who's used a Zoom recorder in the past, this will be fairly simple for you to use. Now, aside from the power button, you can also raise and lower the volume of the headphones so that you can monitor things a little bit better, not blow out your ears. And then on the other side is where you have the menu, and you shuffle through the different options by using this knob up here, just, going up and down. It's very smooth and very easy. And then you also have the USB, and I think this is if you just want to export directly from the Zoom, but I've never actually used that before on my end, so. And then there's a line out and remote input here on the bottom. One of the things that I absolutely love about this recorder is that you can also hear playback right after you do your recordings. And what's really cool about that is you can automatically hear if there's maybe something going wrong with the lav. There's certain things sometimes that you can't hear out on the field when you're using some of these lower grade recorders. Sometimes you can't control as much, but to be able to also hear playback will just guarantee that there's nothing going on weird with your cables, something that you might not be hearing from your headphones. So let's actually try that out so you guys can hear what that sounds like. So you hit stop, and literally you can just hit play, and it will play back the last or the latest recording that you just did. And you can see everything. When it's green, it means it's playing back. Hey Wise Owls, how's it going? Carla here, back with another video, and today I'm talking about the Zoom H6n recorder. I use this out
on the field for all.
And then you can just go right back to recording. So the quality of the sound that you just heard in the playback is really good. I think that it's something that really took this recorder just up a notch for me. And the other cool thing about this is the full color 2-inch LCD screen on the front. This allows you to see all of the different channels that you have and making sure whether it's the left channel, the right channel, 1, 2, 3, or 4, you're able to see the levels jumping up and down. And just for a recommendation, in case people don't know, if you are recording audio and maybe don't have a lot of experience with it, whenever you're using the Zoom recorders or basically any leveling, stay between -12 and -6 decibels. Usually I find that that's the best mid-range audio so that you're not getting too much peaking or too low, and you're able to manipulate it really good in post-production. And of course, aside from all the different channels, you also have your usual play button, forward, stop, record. And to know you're recording, the numbers will all turn red. As you can see here, they're already red. And when you stop, they'll go back to a normal white color. So right now, as you can see, the left and right channel is selected using the mic up here, but that's the only mic that's connected as of right now. So let's actually connect a mic and show you guys also the different inputs for the top portion of the Zoom. So I have my Sennheiser Lav here, already ready to go. So I'm gonna turn it on. So we're gonna put that in. And in this case, I'm just gonna clip it on for right now. Just 'cause it's gonna make it easy. Kind of easy. Then we're gonna take the lapel or lavalier, whatever you guys call it. Make sure the mute's not on. So I'm not gonna do like a whole thing to try and like make this perfect right now as far as like making it hide. So we're just gonna clip it on. Usually you wanna go from like your mouth to the collarbone, and that's usually about where you want the mic. We're just gonna do that for right now. Okay, so now that it's connected, I am going to basically go to camera audio right now because we're gonna be manipulating this a little bit. So we're gonna stop the recording. So as you can see right now, we have the left and right audio selected, those channels. But in order for me to use the first channel, or wherever the particular cable is connected to, the one that you want to listen to, you're going to click on that number channel and it's going to show up as red. But keep in mind that that still means that the left and right are selected. So if you're just trying to record lav, which I don't recommend, usually you want to get multiple channels of audio, especially with something like this that you can do so much. But if that's the case, you're just going to click left and right, and that's gonna turn that off, and now you have just the lav selected. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna press record. So now this is the audio for the lavalier, and as you can hear, it's pretty good, but I actually can come here and now change the levels. So right now it's really peaking. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to just lower it a little bit. And now it should be between 6 and 12. That should be about it. There we go. Right? Okay. So now this is leveled out, and this is the lavalier on the first channel connected to here, and this is just how you're able to change the levels. Okay, moving on. So now you saw how I put on a lavalier mic and how the multiple channels work. But how about this top adapter? The Zoom recorder actually comes with an additional microphone, which still has the left and right isolation, but it's a different type of stereo microphone that works a little bit more like a hand mic than this microphone, which kind of isolates if you have the subject on one side versus the other. So let's actually switch the microphones. We're gonna stop recording. You hit the 2 buttons on the side and you just pop that right off. Now you just press the 2 buttons on the side, press down, left and right. Make sure that your audio level is good. So in my case, I'm just gonna raise it up just a little bit. And there you go. You have another microphone on your Zoom recorder in just seconds. The great thing about that is not just having a secondary microphone, but Zoom actually makes other attachments for their recorders, including shotgun mics. They even have a lavalier microphone. It also comes with wind protectors, so these are really good. If it's really loud and windy outside, you can easily, and I'm sorry for the noise, but you can easily put that on and you can have an additional protection on the microphone. And there's also a little furry. This one has a little elastic band. Just put that right over. And there you go. What I love about that is it makes this a true field recorder because it even gives you what you need to conquer the elements, including wind, dust, and some of the things that might cause extra noise on your microphone. Yeah, so that's it for this video. Please like and subscribe, and please let me know if you have any comments or questions about the H6N. I am in love with this recorder, and it is definitely a lifesaver. It is not easy to learn audio, but this is going to be one of those handy pieces of gear that will help you take your knowledge and your experience to the next level. And of course, you do not want to shortchange audio on the field or in any production. It's definitely something that without it, you're missing a piece of the puzzle. And hit that notification button so you guys can be informed whenever we have a new video. We're coming at you with content on a weekly basis. So till next time, have a great one, Wise Owls.